Transphobia or hate speech of any kind will not be condoned or tolerated here. This channel welcomes everyone. Also, sorry if my voice is a little weird. I'm just getting over being sick and I'm still not fully there yet. Hi, Charlie here, and there's been lots of discourse about the new Hogwarts game that's come out. Is it good? Is it bad? I don't know, because I don't give a shit about Hogwarts. When I was a kid, my older sister was super into Harry Potter. I tried to read one of the books, but I couldn't get past the first paragraph. I was so damn bored. It was a sunny day at Hogwarts Academy. Not a cloud in the sky. The sky was so blue. And the sun was quite bright and sunny. Ah, yes. A beautiful day. The wind did, in fact, breeze. The weather outside, it certainly is weather. Do magic already! But luckily we aren't discussing whether the series is good or bad. We're discussing whether it's ethical to buy the game considering J.K. Rowling is a massive transphobe. And can we actually separate art from artists? If you don't know what separating art from artists means, it's when you can enjoy the work of somebody, whether it be books, music, whatever, but you can be disgusted by their actions. These are two separate things to you. You can say like, I like this song, but I don't like this singer. There are some people saying you can't separate the two unless the artist is dead, and that's the dumbest thing I ever heard and makes no damn sense. Some people take issue with the separating art from artists because how can you dislike said person if you're consuming their product, therefore filling their pockets with money they'll use to keep doing bad things? And I totally understand that line of thinking. But I'm a firm believer that there is no ethical consumerism. No matter where you go, or what you purchase, you are giving money to things you don't support. Hell, Walmart sells Harry Potter shit, so I certainly hope those of you being so judgy to those who want to play the game have never bought a damn thing at Walmart before. If this video doesn't totally blackpill you, I don't know what will. Federal officials found Amazon workers at the facilities were exposed to ergonomic hazards such as lower back injuries. Occupational Safety and Health Administration cites Amazon for workplace conditions that were failing to keep workers safe. Numerous worker deaths have been reported at Amazon in recent years, including 3 deaths in New Jersey, 1 in Pennsylvania, over the summer of 2022. In fact, if you're all up in your high horse about a damn video game, I certainly hope you have never bought anything from the following companies. Nestle, one of the largest and most recognizable consumer brands of the world, continues to receive criticism for the ongoing employment abuses of their supply chain. H&M are no strangers of human rights controversies. Tobacco giant Philip Morris has been forced to admit child workers as young as 10 have been subjected to long hours of working on tobacco farms. Apple, Google, Dell, Microsoft, and Tesla have been named as defendants in what could be a landmark case pertaining to the use of child labor. Hershey's used child labor mostly in cocoa farms. They were threatened by airing of the video of the child labor, but it seemed they were not affected by such warnings. Certainly hope you're not the kind of person that listens to K-pop, because K-pop stars in training work for 18 hours a day and are encouraged to starve themselves. The Eastlight's leader held a press conference on October 19th to explain reports of abuse and assault the band endured. Other members of the group are also all minors. Considering the fact the abuse had been going on for 4 years, some of the members were only in elementary or middle school. All 6 members were hit multiple times with a baseball bat because they hadn't reported to the producer when they went out to eat. A K-pop group accused their management agency of sexually and physically abusing them in a news conference on Wednesday, weeks after a viral fan video captured the audio of management having a verbal disagreement with some of the band members after one of their shows. Need I go on? Hell, Even on Twitter.com, where all this discourse is, it's literally ran by Elon Musk. And if you weren't aware, he has a lot of takes about pronouns. You'd think if anyone would have an open mind, it'd be the guy that named his baby after his Wi-Fi password, but I digress. Look, I'm not trying to say you should just do nothing and keep the status quo, because everything you consume is funding something awful. Of course not. I'd never say that. I am saying it's weird to be okay with everything else, but die on this hill specifically. Like, so many genuinely unhinged takes have come from this game existing. No, you do deserve death threats. You do deserve your suffering. You do deserve your abuse for playing this game. This person went on to tweet a whole bunch of shit, literally advocating for violence against anyone who would play this game. They did go on to apologize and say this behavior is unacceptable. I think everyone deserves a chance to learn and grow and better themselves. I'm not trying to put this person down. I am trying to show how strongly people feel about this video game. Like, did y'all forget what Blizzard did? Activision Blizzard Incorporated. Stock rises Tuesday, outperforms market. Guess we did forget. One thing that did make me laugh was this person who was being all judgy, telling people they're only allies when it's convenient. Like I said, on Twitter.com, and it came out that they tweeted literally saying, "Going to Universal Studios today, so excited for the Harry Potter section." Like, literally 3 months before this judgy "you're not a real ally" tweet. They did later say that they didn't realize J.K. Rowling made any royalties off the park. Whether that's true or not, that whole fiasco was funny as hell. Can we talk about trans people being bullied for the sake of stopping transphobia? I want to talk about trans people being bullied for the sake of stopping transphobia. So, there have been some trans people that have been like, hey, I actually really want to play the game and I don't have any issue if anybody else does too. The amount of times I've seen trans people get called pick-me's is ridiculous. I swear, no one knows what a pick-me is anymore. A pick-me is someone who goes out of their way to impress a group of people, in this case cis people, by doing something that'll get their attention and approval, including bringing people of their same group down. Like, pick me is often used for women, so this would be like women bashing other women. I'm not like other girls, basically. This ain't that. Saying, it's okay if you want to play the wizard game. In fact, I want to play too. Harassment bad is not a pick-me thing to do. People use pick-me so loosely, it's more commonly means person from this group of people who doesn't think how they're supposed to think. If I ever see someone who uses the word pick-me, it instantly makes me no longer take a word they say seriously and assume they're the bigot in the situation. This person mad about people buying the wizard game is also subscribed to Twitter Blue. I shouldn't have to explain why. That's fucking hilarious. Not to mention, screaming from the rooftops you're a bad person if you play this game is gonna have the opposite effect. Hell, I wouldn't even know this game existed if it weren't for the people trying to shut it down. I've seen so many people say they're gonna buy this game just to piss you off. If anything, you're a salesman for J.K. Rowling. Some people have said the game itself is super racist. I don't know what the game is about, and if you're against anyone playing it and you yourself haven't played it, how the hell do you know what it's about? If the game is racist, that's bad, obviously, and I certainly wouldn't recommend playing it. But if this is another case of people comparing a fictional race to a real race, I'm going to fucking lose my mind. This is nothing more than performative activism for the sake of good guy points on the silly bird app. Trans people out here are getting murdered for existing, and you want to bitch about a stupid game? LGBTQ children are being murdered, but you want to bitch about who's playing the wizard game. You don't give a damn about saving trans people. You just care about people saying you're a good person. So many people I've seen criticize others for playing this game are mostly apolitical content creators, and that's fine. Politics is heavy stuff. I've personally found it better for my mental health to step away from politics and have a space online where I can get away from that. So I want it clear, I would never judge anyone for staying out of political conversation. However, I am bothered that if you're an apolitical content creator, It's not all the people being murdered for existing that makes you finally want to stand up and speak out. It's being bummed a streamer you like is playing the wizard game. What the hell is wrong with you? Obviously, links in the description for charities and organizations you can donate to help LGBTQ people if you would like. Feel free to leave some of your own down below. And if I listed you that suck, please let me know, because some charities or organizations aren't ethical either. Who knew? A lot of people have been bringing up Chick-fil-A because they have donated to homophobic hate groups, and obviously that's bad. But can I just say, I don't eat Chick-fil-A because they only eat the gay chickens or whatever the hell they did. I don't eat Chick-fil-A because their chicken fucking sucks. Can we all agree that their chicken is massively overrated? The tendies are the best part of the chicken. How the hell do you screw up the tendies? In all my times, my ass got dragged to a Chick-fil-A by somebody who insisted my past Chick-fil-A experiences were flukes. I've never left thinking, damn, that was some good tendies. I left thinking, damn, I wish we went to Sonic. Sorry about that rant, I needed to let that out. I had like 10 years worth of, I needed that out. But do I judge anyone who does like Chick-fil-A? Yes, because that shit nasty. But hey, I ain't the boss of you. I can't tell you how to spend your money. I mean, like I said, all consumerism is unethical. Do I need to make a quick list of how it's unethical to support all fast food chains? Because I'll fucking do it. In 1997, a jury found Taco Bell violated state wage laws by pressuring workers to work off the clock so they wouldn't have to pay them overtime. However, to this day, many fast food chains still do this to get out of paying their workers. Minimum wage in of itself is corrupt, but that would take a whole ass video for me to explain. Animal cruelty plays a major role in fast food chains, and the shit I read that goes on just for the sake of some damn chicken nugget broke my heart and make me want to cry. It is so fucked up. McDonald's is causing pollution. I'm not trying to say to give up on making change. By all means, use whatever platform you can. Change is possible. It's not completely hopeless. It's just important to understand that the system is completely rigged against us. Pick and choose your battles. Someone playing a game you don't like isn't fighting the good fight. It's just making transphobes hate those of us in the LGBTQ more, when our end goal here is human rights and acceptance. At least enough acceptance to where we don't have to fear existing. Transphobes have used the unhinged behavior over this game to justify their hatred. Doxing and death threats have been done and justified on both sides. Have y'all forgotten this is about a game? We need change. But if all you do is piss yourself on Twitter about the most minuscule of issues, you're not helping anyone. I'm not gonna pretend I have all the answers, but I definitely know that much. If you once loved Harry Potter, but it got ruined for you once J.K. Rowling outed herself as a transphobe, I'm sorry. I know what it's like to completely enjoy something only for the creator to completely ruin it for you. When I was a kid, I loved the hell out of Blood on the Dance Floor. It's incredibly shit music for those of you who don't know. And though that phase of my life makes me cringe, I used to be able to go back and listen to those songs and have this nostalgic cringe fest. After, well, the pedophile stuff, kinda hard for me to do that. Some people have a line where they can no longer separate the art from the artist, and that's mine. Hell, I actually used to be a Shane Dawson defender. Yes, I'm deeply ashamed. I was just like, hey guys, yeah, those jokes sucked, but that was like a decade ago. He doesn't make those kinds of jokes anymore. Wait, he kissed a 12-year-old? Why the fuck did you not open with that? Yeah, fuck Shane and those gross jokes. I was still a very active Capandestas fan when he got outed for alleged pedophilia and grooming. His videos made me laugh during some really dark times in my life. Still, I can't watch him anymore. I just can't. He's gross and those happy memories are tainted. So I have a lot of sympathy for those J.K. Rowling ruined Harry Potter for. If you don't want to play the game or don't want to watch anyone else play the game, that's completely understandable. If you want to play the game but don't want your money to go to J.K. Rowling, I'd recommend something, but I'm not sure I can recommend it on YouTube. So here's a few subliminal messages. Did you get my super subtle hint? For what it's worth, Daniel Radcliffe spoke out against J.K. Rowling and said, quote, "To all the people who now feel that their experience of the books had been tarnished or diminished, I am deeply sorry for the pain these comments have caused you. I really hope that you don't entirely lose what was valuable in these stories to you. If they taught you that strength is found in diversity, and that dogmatic ideas of pureness lead to oppression of vulnerable groups, if you believe that a particular character is trans, non-binary, or gender fluid, or that they are gay or bisexual, if you found anything in these stories that resonated with you and helped you at any time in your life, then that is between you and the book that you read, and that is sacred. And in my opinion, nobody can touch that." Alright, that's all I had to say about that, I think. If you think my takes are bad, or that I'm just not understanding the issue, feel free to comment below. I'm always open to discussion. Just remember, doxing and death threats are tiny pee-pee behavior. Goodbye, I love you all. Mwah. Okay, future Charlie here. I originally wasn't gonna speak on the Silver Whale playing Hogwarts situation because I didn't feel informed enough on the topic to have a full opinion. People were debating whether or not she banned the word trans. People were arguing whether or not it was even okay for her to want to be a wizard. It just seemed dumb and I couldn't pretend to care. But ever since she had a stream where she was fucking crying...
Hey, it breeds hate and it doesn't help anyone.
I've seen a lot of people mocking and harassing her, and whatever her stance on the game is, that's not okay. First of all, she never banned the word trans from her stream. It was like an auto-mod thing. Still, I've seen some people double down like, oh, isn't it convenient her auto-mod did that right before she played the wizard game? Like, bitch, if it was such uncommon knowledge that it would ban that word, that your dumb ass thought she banned it manually, how the hell was Silverwhale supposed to know that before the controversy even happened? Second, people are trying to downplay what she's going through with quote-unquote valid criticisms and a couple of mean words online.
And people doxing my friends and like so much horrible, vile things, all of her streaming a fucking video game.
She said she's getting doxed. Her loved ones are getting doxed. I've even seen some dumbasses say, show us the proof you got doxed. Do you know what a dox is? No, she's not gonna show you a screenshot of her personal info. Are you freaking stupid? Have y'all forgotten the V-Shoujo doxing swatting fiasco? Everyone remembers that Nux was the victim in that, and yes, that's true. But everyone forgets the girls were too. Silverwhale already has trauma from doxing. Leave her the fuck alone. Y'all want to minimize it as she needs to toughen up and just take valid criticism. Does this look like valid criticism to you? You want to sit by and let a girl get doxed and send death threats because she wanted to play a damn game? Aren't you just the most ethical person in the world? Like I said before, people like you are pushing us in the LGBTQ away from acceptance, not to it. Y'all do realize actual hate crimes are going on right now, right? And this is where you want to put your energy? Performative activists like you disgust me. You're pathetic.